Welcome to Magical Moments with Artemis. Someone very wise on a Facebook post said you create karma by thinking karma exists. That really struck a chord with me because I recently had some healing work done. And what was really interesting, unnerving, was the theory that I to this day am still doing some karma from something that I decided is over 2,000 years old. And that's a problem for me. It's a problem for me that in the time it could have taken for Jesus Christ to come back, I'm still getting spanked for something that I did. And that took me to this interesting place of, in a lot of religions, you're told to do good deeds in this life with kind of this bait of, so you can have a good life next time. You know, it's kind of this, in computer land, it's an if-then statement. If you do good here, then a good time is guaranteed on your next swing. So this karma thing, for me, and I've never thought this before, but it's basically that same philosophy applied in the opposite direction. It's like if you're having a crappy life now, well, that's because you did something really, really bad thousands and thousands of years ago. Now, where I am in vehement disagreement with that is because there's absolutely, if you follow that, if you follow this karma thing, then there's never a chance for pure creation. Never. Because every incarnation is working off the spanking, or every incarnation is essentially a spanking for something you did before. And I'm sorry, but I am just not congruent to that. I am not congruent to that. So to have that so beautifully and so simply posted on someone's wall, you know, you create karma by thinking karma exists, I'm on that plan. Kind of not sure what direction to go now. So dropping into the quantum field. I'm wanting to, the inspiration is to clear resistance to the existence of karma. Because for those that are buying into that, that's going to be very liberating. You know, I mean, really, think about that. Think about something you did 2,000 years ago and you're still paying the price for that today. You know, I can't buy that. I can't buy that. So everyone who's wanting clear karma, everyone who's wanting to be free of the idea, here's everybody. And really accessing that state within the quantum field that will give you freedom from that. That's heavy. Part of the philosophy, the wisdom of access consciousness teachings is that if you hear something and it makes you feel heavy, for you, it's a lie. So coming out of someone else's mouth, that might be a truth. But for you to have to hear it, to have to hold it, that's a lie. And really, that's how I felt. Because I know in my little heart of hearts, the person who was working with me, you know, they were just doing their thing. They were, you know, discussing with me what their guides brought through them. So for them, it was a truth. And I blessed that. But once it hit me, it's like, no. And I bless the process, because without that experience has then become the catalyst for change. It's a catalyst for me shifting my beliefs. It's a catalyst for questioning, what do I believe? And I gotta tell you, I was already in a space where just within this life, this little macrocosm of my, or microcosm rather, the microcosm of my swing around this time, I had already decided, and I'm already actively working with being at completion. And what that means for me is that when I take my last breath in this body, that everything is at reconciliation and there are no loose ends. And whatever that means for me. Fair enough? So once I had this experience, I'm like, oh my God. Let's take it from the micro, M-I-C-R-O, take it from the micro and expand it to the macro. So, okay, if there's any unfinished business from any of my previous lives, bringing that to closure, this incarnation, bringing that to resolution, bringing that to a loving resolution. So everyone who wants to jump on, dropping into the quantum field and accessing the states, multiple states, accessing all of the states that will bring any unresolved business from all lives throughout all time and space. I usually say backwards and forwards in time, but forward kind of doesn't apply right now, so let's say backwards. All of that, bringing that to a loving resolution. And the inspiration is just really asking all of you, are you still willing to believe in karma? What is the benefit to believing in karma? What is the usefulness in subscribing to karma? How about this? What's more useful than believing in karma? What is more loving than believing in karma? How can your life make more sense without a belief in karma? And really, I guess, know why you believe what you believe. Because with absolute love, I could care less whether you believe in karma or not. And that's not a personal dig. And you guys know that. The point of this is to liberate those of you who want that. And really, wow, okay, so now I'm feeling a charge. I'm feeling a charge because, and this is my bottom line, because when those words came to me, when that idea came to me, when I really cogitated on that and got to it, and now I'm getting upset. So I just want to take a moment and step into the field of clearing the upset, transmuting upset. There we go. Okay. A little better. It upset me because of the imposed limitation. And that's why I do the videos, guys, because I'm not about limitation. My business name is Limitless Artemis. That's for a reason. If you're gonna tell me that all of my deeds I do now are like accruing this thing so I can have a good life later, that's a limitation. And if you're gonna tell me that in the opposite direction, that's a limitation. And why I'm sharing my time in my life doing these videos is to alleviate limitation. So if you take nothing more away from this, even if you're not on the karma plan or you're not on the heaven plan, the next better life plan, my wish is that you are on the plan of limitless, that you are on the plan of one less limitation for you, one or more limitations that are extracted from you. And I want to drop into that field right now that each of you is experiencing one or more fewer limitations. Because when you get down to it, that's what I am about. That was the nerve that got hit. And again, I know the person I work with was in their integrity, and I know that they meant well. And absolutely unknowingness, that has been the catalyst for me to really know how congruent I am not with limitation. So, thank you so much for being part of this process with me. Just waving limitlessness. And this is being filmed in a window between two eclipses, so all the power that's available for everyone who is willing to say yes to limitlessness, we are in the field. We are in the field. Say yes. Take it in. Thank you for watching.